Hello everybody, welcome back. This video will start on slide number 41, echinoderms. This will bring us to the end of our presentation. Echinoderms. There are characteristics of echinoderms. First of all, the kingdom is Animalia. The phylum is called Echinodermata. It means spiny skinned. Spines are part of the endoskeleton, not the skin. The endoskeleton is the skeleton on the inside. Radial symmetry. As adults, all live in a marine habitat. They eat shellfish, dead plants, animals, and algae. The nervous system. It's a simple nervous system. There's no brain, there's no ganglia. Now, you've seen a brain back in the crayfish, you've seen a brain possibly in the worm, and you also saw ganglia in both of those. But in an echinoderm, they don't have a brain or a ganglia. They do have a nerve ring. It's a circle of nerve fibers around the mouth, where the radial nerve runs from the nerve ring to the tip of each arm. They do have like a simple eye. It's located at the end of each arm. It only senses light. It can't make out images. And the body is covered with cells that sense changes, chemicals in the water. The water vascular system, a system of canals filled with fluid, uses water pumps to help animals move, eat, breathe, and sense its environment. There's a little bit of a video here of how the water vascular system works. You should click it. Now we're going to talk about, this is a picture about the water vascular system of how where the water goes in, how the water goes through the ring canal, and it will go from the ring canal into the radial canals, into the tube feet, and then into the ampulla. And the ampulla controls fluid pressure so that each tube foot can extend or retract. Hang on, let go. Anyway, they're really cool. So then they have kinds of echinoderms. They come in 5 classes or 5 groups: brittle stars and basket stars, sea urchins and sand dollars, sea lilies and feather stars, sea cucumbers, sea stars. You might know them as starfish. Then you have brittle stars and basket stars, the first group. They look like sea stars, but have long, slim arms, often smaller than sea stars. There's no suckers on their tube feet, and they move than other echinoderms, more than other echinoderms. Sea urchins and sand dollars. They're round. They have an endoskeleton that forms a solid shell-like structure. There's no arms, but they use tube feet to move. Sea urchins eat algae with special teeth. Sand dollars, named for their coin-like shape. They burrow into the mud and eat food that they find there. Sea lilies and feather stars, 5 to 250 feathery arms. The arms trap food. The sea lilies have a stalk, while feather stars do not. Like sea stars, brittle stars, and basket stars, feather stars can regrow lost arms. Sea cucumbers. Sea cucumbers have no arms. They're soft, or leathery body, long worm-like shape. They're kind of unique looking, and they move with tube feet. Then it brings us to sea stars, or starfish. They have 5 planes of symmetry. This makes them radial symmetry. Eat by pushing their cardiac stomach. Yep, their stomach comes out through their mouth, and then they kind of create a vacuum and suck it back in to retract it. And the food moves into the pyloric stomach, where digestive glands create or secrete enzymes to speed up digestion. An endoskeleton is made up of tiny calcium plates called ossicles. And here's the starfish anatomy. It talks about the stomach. There's a digestive gland, the ampulla that control the tube feet. They have gonad. You have their tube feet. And just the opposite side of the stomach, they have their anus. So they're kind of a unique creature, and you're going to dissect a sea star, and it's going to look like this when you open it up. All right. That's the end of our video.